Everyone, hello and welcome to the final moto for our kickoff night. Firestone Firehawk Season 3. Right to left again, it's going to be Q, Soul, Vulcan, Turkey, Opix, Fireball, Luke, Detail, Roman, Slaunch. Yet again. And we're waiting for the Sticky Debt to go off. 12 laps, one more time for the fourth moto on the night. Slaunch obviously at a great advantage for the overall. Probably pretty hard for him to lose it at this point. It might be possible. I'm not sure. Green flag. If it's possible, it's very unlikely. Let's see if anybody can make some magic happen. Prevent Slaunch from sweeping the night. Oh, rough start for Luke going to the back. Little pull contact early on. And I'm surprised nobody else pull cheeses in the following section. Actually, that's probably the cleanest start overall tonight. So maybe we're getting warmed up with the Roman. Very aggressive. Wow, all the top drivers that have been finishing in like the top four most of these races, very aggressive on each other in the start of the race. Oh, Soul going wide. Yeah, everybody being super aggressive because this is the last moto. Oh no! Oh, well-placed ramp right there. Is that Fireball? Oh my god. Wow. That's tough. At least he finds a pretty good place to rejoin again, but damn. Again, the Q leads him down lap one again. Opix with a very good start this time. Who can detail battling and Slaunch with them as well. That might be Slaunch's worst start of the night. That being said, I mean, he's still there, but probably is. Big opportunities for everybody up front. Try to get up front early. This is a big opportunity for Roman. The way he's been running, he takes the lead right here. He does. That's huge. That's huge. Oh, overdrive from Q behind him. But yeah, that is absolutely massive. Roman can definitely run away with this race now. And he's on the back of 2 second places as well. So this could be a pretty good night overall with Roman. After having a pretty rough Moto 1. He could take this here. That'd be great. That being said, these guys are still just super packed. Unbelievable at the start of this moto. And everybody going for it. Last moto of the night. Oh my god. Oh no, Slaunch and Detail. Oh, such a rough crash. Just gonna wait on that one. Slaunch and Detail, two of the best drivers all night so far. That was a brutal crash, and that sends them literally to the back of the pack. This is going to be a major recovery race for them. Damn, that was tough. That was tough. Yeah, I don't see Roman choking this. I think the sweep is off the cards now. Oh no! Soul going down. Okay, pretty good recovery. Don't think the sweep is probably in the cards anymore for Slaunch. But that being said, I mean, there's still a lot of time left. He could still have a decent race. I'm sure he could still scrape together a top 5. But still managing the sweep at this point. Probably have to have a miracle happen. That's gonna be tough. This is not start to the race that he needed. Finally a stroke of bad luck for him on the night. Unfortunate that it comes at the end here. Yeah, Roman just making the right moves at the right time. Look at the gap he already has. These drivers still trying to get by Q in second. Luke and Opix trying to get it, and it's, you know, they're going aggressively for it, because if they get it, I mean, that's a big advantage. They could probably just run away with their position, because, you know, so many of the contenders and fast drivers are still stuck very far behind with so much calamity and chaos in the first few laps. If you can get this track position early in this last moto, the way that it started, you're probably gonna hold on to it as long as you don't make any big mistakes. You don't really need pace for it, but they just cannot get by Q here. And maybe finally opening up the door, but no, just cannot get by him. And look at the gap that Roman is opening up. It is absurd. And he flips through the... I don't know how that happened. Oh, that is so unfortunate for Opix, too. That is so unfortunate, man. Did not need to be behind that. Oh, he cheeses the pole afterwards, too. What is the chaos back here? This fourth moto might be the spiciest, honestly. Yeah, Roman with the massive gap. Luke's going to take second now. And big battles back here. Still lots of side-by-side action, and drivers going for it. And who the hell's in third? After the cheese of lap 1, It's Vulcan. Vulcan in third. Fireball in fourth. Fireball had a terrible start. How the hell is he in fourth? That's absolutely absurd. Slaunch is already up to... or wait, no. I think Detail's up to fifth already. Slaunch in sixth. Yeah. So they're already recovering, and these guys are just duking it out back here. Q now falling back. Last place, unfortunate. Turkey with a rough start. He's back here. Opix fell back. Pretty rough. Yeah, again, it was honestly really good potential for Opix to have a good race here, but just wrong place at the wrong time. You couldn't really have predicted that Q was going to flip on the jump. Like, that was so weird. And yeah, just bad case of wrong place at the wrong time. If he would have been off to the right, probably would have been able to dodge it, but not expecting that to happen. It was such a random occurrence. Yeah, this is spicy. Let's get on board with Detail trying to chase down Fireball here. And again, Fireball, it's incredible that he's in this position because he had a terrible lap one. I'm pretty sure he was literally last. But it's been so chaotic in this fourth moto. Like, it's weird how most of the motos tonight have been pretty tame, I feel like, for the most part. But this fourth moto has not been like that at all, as we're hitting the halfway point as well. Only 6 laps to go already. And yeah, that is second place in front of us. So it's not like he's super far ahead either. Roman's right there above us in the lead. Luke's in second. Vulcan is in podium position right now. Vulcan has great potential. Have a amazing finish to end the night if he could just run some solid, consistent laps. He doesn't really need to do anything too crazy because these guys are probably going to battle back here. Vulcan just needs to run decent laps and not make any mistakes, and he could have a shot at like an upset podium here. Last race of the night. I love that we're getting some spice now. I feel like those last two motos like had potential for spice, and then it kind of just ended up playing out the same way, but now this last moto is getting really spicy. And could switch up the points a lot too. Again, I don't think anybody can chase down Slaunch in first. I just don't think that it could have been mathematically impossible for the race even start. If it wasn't, it was like close to it or pretty like super unlikely. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to take the overall away from him, but oh, Fireball going wide. Oh, look at how big of an opportunity this is. Slaunch and Detail make the double pass. That mistake from Fireball, costly, and look at this. Slaunch is going to try to take ultimate advantage of it. He might have another pass here. He gets the inside on Detail. Detail's just holding on. Trying to wait for the right-hand turns to come back. They do come back. Clean racing between the two. And eventually the right turns will come back. Slaunch is not able to complete the pass before then, so Detail will be able to hold on to the spot. 4 laps to go for Roman. And then what's going to happen, because like Luke, Roman, Slaunch, and Detail have been swapping off those top 4 spots all night. And Roman's had a really strong... His first moto was not great, but he's had a strong finish. He had second place twice in a row, and he's looking to win this race. And then Luke in second. Got third in the first race and then had a couple fourth places, but second place right now with these guys duking it out, that could get him some points to get him back in the conversation. Detail, second, 3-3, but he's in the middle of it in the mix right now. Who knows where he's going to finish in that race? Like, the points for Roman, Luke, and Detail could get very interesting with the way these guys are running right now. Again, I think Slaunch should still be safely in first, although he'll lose some ground. He should still be safely in first, I would imagine. As the gap between him and Roman right now is about what Slaunch finished ahead of Roman in the first moto. And of course, Slaunch finished ahead of him in the other two as well and got the win bonus points. So, yeah, I'd imagine he's still looking pretty good. Still has a bit of breathing room here. And that being said, it's not like this is over. I mean, Detail's trying so hard to get by Vulcan, and Slaunch is going to take advantage of that. Detail wasn't able to complete the pass, lost some ground. Slaunch takes advantage, gets by him. Now, can he get by Vulcan? And you can tell Vulcan's not on the pace here. It was him and Luke, but now Luke's checked out from Vulcan pretty far ahead. So Vulcan not on the pace, but just fighting his hardest to stay on the podium as Roman goes for 2 to go. The spicy Moto 4 doesn't have a lot of time left. The clock is ticking for these guys. Can Slaunch and Detail get by Vulcan and get back on the podium? It's incredible that these guys have a shot at the podium for that crazy crash that they suffered very early on. It looked like it could have been a terrible race for them, but kept their head down. They're both in the top 5 right now, and they both have a shot at a podium finish still, which is, again, just incredible. Vulcan goes wide. The opportunity for Slaunch, and Detail tried to have it as well, but he just wasn't quite there. The opportunity for Slaunch is there, and he takes it. And can Detail take advantage of it as well? Oh, no. I think Vulcan gets him in the pole. Oh, that is so unfortunate because he could have taken advantage of that too. It's not going to happen. Slaunch gets back in the podium spot. Absolutely absurd that Slaunch is back in the podium spot. I honestly can't believe it. Not going to take the sweep, but this is still pretty impressive that he's going to podium all 4 races, unless Vulcan has something to say about it. He's fighting back. Going for it. Oh, what is this? What is this cheese? Oh, it just got super interesting. We're on the last lap, by the way. White flag. What is this Moto 4? This podium battle Moto 4. Oh, Detail's the big loser out of it. That is unfortunate. Oh, what is this move from Fireball? He comes back, though. He comes back. It works out. It helps out Detail at the end to take that spot from Vulcan. Vulcan's the big loser now in the last lap. Oh, man. Hits the pole, too. Insult to injury. Wow. That is incredible. What a full send from Fireball. There. What a last lap from Fireball. I think that's 2 spots for him in the last lap. But anyways, driver that got to it early on and taking advantage of it is Roman, taking the win in Moto 4. Luke coming home in second. And where did they come across the line? Did anything crazy happen in those last few sections? I don't think so. Slaunch third, Fireball fourth, Detail fifth. Vulcan, Opix, Turkey, Soul. You will be coming home in the back again. Rough start of the season for him, but he'll get it figured out. Yeah, what a wild last moto. But yeah, at the end of that, taking a look at the points, yeah, Slaunch still plenty of breathing room getting back to the podium. He will take the overall with 65 points. Roman clutches up second, takes 58. Luke and Detail tied in 3-4 with 55. Apiece, Fireball 50 in fifth. Opix 42. Turkey 41, very close. Vulcan 37, Soul 33, and Q 28. Rounding out the field, man. What a crazy last moto. Again, I feel like it was pretty tame kickoff for the most part, and then that last moto just went wild. That was really fun, actually. That might have been my favorite moto of our entire kickoff for both series, honestly. That battle was insane. The comeback story, so it was really fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Kickoff for Firestone Firehawk Season 3. Next week, this is where things get weird. It's not a classic Firestone Firehawk season. This is a little spicy, and we're going to the Hogs. It's Firestone Firehawk Season 3 next week, as we go to the Claystone compound for a rallycross race at that track on the Hogs. So that'll mix things up, and again, that's what's going to make this season interesting. It's got that similar element to the last TRS season, where it's different games and now different vehicles between week to week. That's going to be weird for these drivers, like switching off constantly, those two. That's going to be very odd. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Yeah, could be pretty interesting, could be pretty fun. Yeah, we'll see. I think we're definitely going to see some switch ups in the results. I don't think things will go exactly the same as this night on the Hogs. I think the Hogs will be really competitive, to be honest. I think it'll be pretty back and forth, but we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed night 1. And yeah, we'll see you next week for Reach Throwback in already like 5 days or so. On Friday again, we'll be back with that. Cedar Ridge and Big Bear. So that should be a pretty good week. That should be a really good week, actually. Those tracks are brutal, so that should be fun. Watch drivers struggle on both of those tracks. And then it could be pretty brutal, honestly, for Firestone Firehawk as well. Again, both series starting off with pretty tame first tracks, I would say, which is usually what you do. And then going brutal right away for both series, because Claystone should be pretty difficult as well. It should be quite the challenge in the Hogs. So, and then it might be the hardest Hog track already. So, yeah, just giving easing the drivers in, being like, oh yeah, this isn't that bad, and then just throwing them to the freaking wolves in week 2. So, hope you guys enjoyed week 1 though, And see you in a few days for some more racing action. Well, when this is posted, probably see in like a day or so for racing action returning. Yeah, GG's.